Hi guys, welcome back to Budget Flow. So we have done now the stock investment portfolios in both in Excel and Google Sheets. So now we have done also the model, which is a cryptocurrency in Google Sheets. And I want to recreate the same model in Excel. Now bear with me, I'll be, for the full transparency, for the live prices, we'll continue to be using the cryptoprices.cc. Yes, this is not an ideal software solution if you're looking for, but it does work, and it will provide you with the live prices for, according to them, up to 5,000 major cryptocurrencies by market cap, and does work. So I've pre-recorded the video, and I'll following this brief intro, you'll get how to create this, and also once again get the free template, use it if you want and if you wish. And soon we'll be diving into much more detailed analytics and how actually, if you would like to record a transactions, the trade, so how do we DCA, and what it means for your portfolio in respect to realized and realized gains as well. So these will be the next episodes, but for now I think it's worthwhile. Actually, one of the models, I mean, that's one behind me, is a stock one, so we'll recreate now the crypto one. So let's start. Welcome back, and now let's make a crypto portfolio tracker in Excel, in Microsoft Excel. Now this has and will have a very similar structure to the way that the Google Sheets crypto portfolio tracker works and operates, but this is for all who prefer Excel over the Google Sheets essentially. So you can download this and you can use it for yourself. So to start with, there will be a couple of assumptions that the current portfolio contains Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Chainlink, Near, Protocol, and Quant. The quantities and average cost again are given, so you obviously within your portfolios you'll have a different values. And now obviously we need to have the total cost, life price, portfolio value, gain loss in terms of percentage, allocation, and top 10 performance by return on investment. Or rather, we'll see whether we'll make it top 10 or we'll make just generally what is our top performance by investment. So to start with, and then there will be a couple of graphs, and yeah, so let's start. Essentially, it's very identical when it comes to the total cost. It's very easy to calculate. So all we need to do is just the quantity multiplied by the average cost of the coin that have been purchased. You can see just simple multiplication. And by the way, we can actually, instead of just purely multiply, we can do if statement, and if the ticker for the Bitcoin is empty, we want this to be empty, otherwise we'll have the multiplication instead. So, and if we want to extend the formula, obviously all you need to do is just to drag the formula to whatever you want essentially. So let's drag till the cell to the row till the row 30 in this case. And now this is where the most important part comes in. So in terms of the live prices, so you can see at the right hand side I left the website, which is cryptoprices.cc. This is where we're gonna get our data from. I left one price already here for the Bitcoin, and you can see the way that we're gonna do this. So we'll use the function which is called a web service. So it means returns data from a web service. So web service, I'm gonna open the quotation marks. I'm gonna paste the website. I'm gonna say paste everything here. Then continue with the quotation marks. I'll close this, and then I will start by tapping end, symbol end, and then add the ticker. So once I close this, you'll see that it will return right now the price of Ethereum. This is a live price. So similarly to what we have done in terms of total cost, I want to make sure that if the ticker is not added or specified, I want this to be empty. So that is correct. I'll accept that. And let's say I'll drag till the row 30. So as you can see, our live data has been pulled. One thing that I've noticed, and this may be your case, but it's definitely maybe not your case, but it's definitely my case, that this number, if I will multiply this number by 1, it gives me value. So it gives me an error. And if I'll do any kind of mathematical operation, it will give me an error. So for this reason, let's use the formula, which is number value. So it converts text to a number in local independent manner. So all we need to do is, and by the way, we can do again, if the sticker BD, the cell B21 is empty, I want to return empty, otherwise I want number value. And yeah, this is it. Press enter, I'll accept that. And this is now converted to live price as a number actually. So if I'll do, for example, here, if I want to multiply the live price of Bitcoin by the quantity, it will give me the right amount. So all I need to do right now is, once again, I'll do a very simple if statement. So if Bitcoin here is empty, I want this to be empty. So I will extend this to the row 30, and there you go, completely live prices, and which means that you can see this link, this cell here, cell which is G26, is linked to our cell Q26. So essentially it converts the live price in case you have this error. Then it's very simple. All you need to do is actually, once again, if you want, you can start by if B21 equals empty. I want it to be empty. Otherwise, I want my portfolio value minus total cost. And I'm actually doing quite well in the case. Then if B21 equals empty, I want the outcome to be empty. Otherwise, I want my total portfolio divided by total cost minus 1. Close the brackets, give me the percentage. All I need to do right now is I'll drag this. And then, as you can see, we've done this till the row 30, which is good. That's exactly what we want. So now, in terms of I'm just going to go quickly to the value of my portfolio. All I need to do is I need to do the sum. And right now, just make sure that the sum H21 to, let's say, H100. So I'll actually gonna extend my sum, my value of my potential other coins I want to add. This is perfect. So for the return on investment, all I need to do is I need this number to be divided by the sum of total cost, and I'll do F100 minus 1. So when I'll do that, it will give me 75.24%. That's exactly what I want. So now my allocation is going to be simple, as I need to do again if statement. If the ticker is empty, this is going to be empty. Otherwise, I want my portfolio value divided by the total value of my portfolio, and this should return now 60.43%. I'll drag this down. So there is a bit of a issue there because as you can see, what I've done is that I forgot to have an absolute reference to the M4. This is done. So let's see if this works. Perfect, it does. So this right now is actually a very simple yet powerful kind of investment tracker on the basis of the live prices from the cryptoprices.cc. Okay, so now let's move on to the second part, which is going to be in terms of the performance. How do we want to represent the performance if we have a long list of the coins, and we can make this with a bit of a long yet quite powerful formula. So to start, we're going to deal with something which is called H-stack. So it horizontally stacks array into one array. And the thing is, we have many different columns here between the ticker and the allocation, and our target is to make sure we have the ticker and the total gain and total loss in terms of the percentage. So I'm going to select arrays between the B21, B100, another one between J21 and J100. So that's the first part of this. You can see if I'll press enter, this is how it's going to look like. So now I need to remove these zeros. And to do this, we're going to wrap this into the filter function, which it kind of becomes a bit of a more complex right now. But as you can see, I'm adding a couple more parentheses. But once this is wrapped into the filter function, all I need to do right now is I need to have my condition, which means this is my array, which I want to work with, and the condition is B100, B21 to B100 is going to be different from empty. And this, if I'll press enter, now this is perfect. So as you can see, I have now filtered on the basis of these two arrays, and this gave me kind of my performance. The last thing, obviously this is not yet sorted, want to make sure we sort this. This again creates another layer of complexity, but let's sort this by index. We want to sort this by the second column, which is our total gains and loss, and let's do this by ascending. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, that's fine. If we'll do -1 by descending, this is also quite well. So we've done it. And essentially, this is going to be our performance. And once we're going to be adding or deleting any other cryptocurrencies that we want, then essentially, for example, if we'll do, let's see if we do HBAR, Hedera. So maybe we have 1,000, 10,000 at the average price cost of 0.05. So as you can see, all we need to do is actually to select that I went too much down, so we don't need to do this. So I'm just going to go up here. So all I need to do is I'm going to go select this till the row 30, and I'll make sure this is the percent. I'll add a few decimals here, 2 decimals, and there you go. So HBAR there is actually our top performer. As you can see, this is perfect. But although it kind of works out as our one of our less in terms of the allocation, in terms of the portfolio allocation, it's probably the second lowest. Nevertheless, it's good that it works, so we can test it. So now all we actually left to do is actually to visualize this. So let's go and jump into part 3. So now let's jump into part 3, where we are going to build a few charts to represent our portfolio. So to start with, I'm going to put insert, and you can see on top here, on top header menu, I'm going to put the donut chart, but the data, which it has been selected, it's not the right one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the select data, we're going to add the series, and for the series I want to say it's my portfolio value, but I will just select the coins which I have, but it's up to you if you want to extend this beyond and above. So okay, edit, and this is where I'll select all my tickers from the left hand side. So it's B21, B27, press OK, OK here. Good. Now just let's customize a bit more. So in terms of the fill, let's make it no fill. Let's make it home. Let's make it text. Let's do the white text. That's going to be fine. White again. And maybe for this one, we'll do some cool glow preset. Let's make it glow like that. Maybe let's make it glow also white as well. And ultimately, I want to have for the chart design, I want to have my elements, I want to have my data labels, I want to show my data labels, and I don't want to show the actual numbers, but I want to show my percentages here. And this is good. The only thing which is left, I think I want to have some solid field, and I want to have this in black, and then again the color which I want to have my text is going to be in white. Now I want everything in white here. Okay, perfect. Actually, it does make sense. Let's see if this makes sense to move to the right. Yeah, I think it looks good to the right, or maybe top right, even better. But nevertheless, we can clearly see what is the purpose of this. If you want, you can either keep or delete the title. I'll delete this. I think it kind of creates more space. So now what I'm going to do is I want to compare how much I've invested, how much versus how much the portfolio value right now. So I'll select my ticker, I'll select the total cost, I'll select the portfolio value. I'm going to go to insert. Let's see. I want to have the column chart. I'll go like this, side by side. Okay, as I said, I'm gonna delete the title, but if you want, you can keep it. Delete. Again, I'll keep my text. Let's make again white. It's in white. The same goes for the names. I'll keep it white. And then for our gap width, if we let's make it 50, which is fine. Maybe minus 10. Would that look okay? This does look okay. Portfolio value again. I want this to be in the right and at the top. Let's make it top. Text in white. Everything, but just want to change the colors. Let's make it like this. I want to change the colors to light blue, and then again, let's just do the preset color. Okay, the blue one like this. The yellow one, we'll do the yellow one. I think it looks good. I think this does look good. And the last part, I want to recreate my top 10 performance, but as I said, I'm just selecting kind of the data which I have, but you can go and select all of your portfolio. I'm going to insert, and let's do like this. Let's delete this. Let's move to here. Everything just gonna look a bit better like this. No fill. This is where I want no fill. I want to make sure the text is in white. Again, white. Maybe we can reduce actually the percentage. I don't want any grade. And then again here we can actually increase, maybe let's go back to 50. One thing I noticed, and that's where I think we need to reach the certain level of consensus, is just going to show you right now. So do we keep this? Yes, let's keep this green. And then again, let's make it a bit glow so it looks okay. And here actually, let's see if I can actually change the custom angle -30. Okay, fine. So this is it actually, to be honest with you. It's straightforward. But the point is, you can see the graphs. This is where the interesting part is because this graph is related to, this chart is related to top-10 performance by ROI. If you want, actually, if you go to the formula, instead of sorting by descending, if you sort by ascending, so instead of -1, you keep 1, look at this, you change, although, and there you go. So it's a bit of a compromise that you need to deal with, but it's worth it in this respect. So you can really kind of live with this. So instead of actually having your big sort filter H stack formula at -1, just keep it at 1, and you're good to go. So that's how you actually create a crypto portfolio tracker with the live prices in Microsoft Excel.